In the heart of the French countryside, a magnificent chateau stood unloved and abandoned. Then 5 years ago, everything changed when a minor member of the British royal family, on a cycling holiday through France, fell head over heels in love with its je ne sais quoi. Unlocking its front door, she stepped elegantly inside. Stunned by its grandeur, the Duchess embarked upon an adventure, returning home only briefly to collect some Worcestershire sauce and her beloved Cocker Spaniel, Connie.
Where's the seatbelt? And who has the Dubonnet? Connie, sit. Sit! Make it go up.
I'm trying, ma'am. It's all the extra luggage.
I told you we should not have given Prince Andrew in the boot. Be careful, would you? I'm spilling the gin. Connie, sit.
Which way, ma'am?
Anywhere they're not having an election.
Very good, ma'am.
There we are. Marvelous. Definitely this way.
Are you sure, ma'am?
No. It's definitely around here somewhere.
Ma'am, I think we may have taken a wrong turn.
There it is, to the left. Or is it right? Well, anyway, park here and mind the crazy paving.
Very good, ma'am.
In this special Christmas broadcast, Royal Custodian Tiffany, Duchess of Monmouth, throws open the doors to her enchanting French home. We join the Duchess at her Christmas retreat as she recuperates from another year working tirelessly for her charitable causes. Yet even on holiday, Her Grace finds time to work with the dispossessed. Sharing her passion for the outdoors, the Duchess displays a hands-on approach. With an abundance of colour, a vivid imagination, slowly but surely, she turns a neglected wilderness into a magical wonderland, bursting with life.
My interest in flora extends way past the margarine, almost back to my time at the Royal College, when I developed an encyclopedic knowledge of the Latin names for literally hundreds of blooms, from Vulva miraculous, or virgin slipper, to Nympho vulgaris, better known to you as the common tart. Merry Christmas. I'm speaking to you from the home that I keep here in the south of France, where according to one's thermometer, it's currently 80 degrees.
Scorchio!
I've no idea if that's Fahrenheit or centigrade, as it's never quite worked properly since Princess Beatrice or Eugenie, I forget which, made off with it in a fit of pique after a rather energetic game of poolside twister. Of course, the weather has been quite extraordinary everywhere. Even one's Devonshire estate suffered an unexpected deluge. The East Wing is now completely uninhabitable.
Oh, shit. Dropped her. There goes my knighthood.
They say it's global warming, but I put it down to Anne Widdecombe erecting a satellite dish on her gazebo. Well, of course, one must consider the planet. The last thing you want is Greta Thunberg turning up at cows, waving a dead turtle about.
How dare you!
My cousin, Her Majesty the Queen, graciously requested that I become Royal Ambassador to the European Union during the preparations for Brexit. Due to my close ties to Monsieur Barnier, given that I was under him whilst at Cambridge. 2019 has certainly been a whirlwind. In late autumn, one jetted off to Madrid to visit the Dowager Duchess of Calabria to discuss Bourbon biscuits. And last week, it was back bacon in Odense with Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark. One doesn't travel alone, of course. Since the untimely death of the Duke, my dear friend Margaret, although untitled, performs the role of lady-in-waiting. One has to travel slowly on account of Margaret losing a leg when the IRA blew up the Battenbergs. She tends now to lollop her way through royal engagements. En juillet, we were invited to open the Grand Festival de Gâteaux at Versailles. Although the exceptional heat quite spoilt all but the most resilient two-tier tort, one did manage a brief fondue backstage, whilst a master chocolatier from Bavaria had a quick nibble at one's Black Forest. It's at Christmas time that one's thoughts often turn to the less fortunate, those relying on charity or the NHS. As Bonio once said, there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. Clearly, he's never been up the Kilimanjaro on a charity ramble, but one does what one can. Often, I pop some tinned venison and a Waitrose essential into the food bank. So many families are poor, not only because they are lazy and only working part-time, but perhaps they live in Bradford and have had their eyesight snatched away by a diet of Haribo and Greggs sausage rolls. It was a visit to Bradford that led to the foundation of one's own charity, Hairdressing for the Blind. Of course, it's not just the unfortunate lower orders suffering food shortages. Last week, there was a terrible hoo-ha at Fortnum's with people panic buying foie gras and almost anything European. Apparently, the Duchess of Stainsforth was nearly trampled to death trying to get the last pack of Iberico ham. It sometimes feels as though the whole world is in a terrible brouhaha. Hong Kong, Kashmir, and of course this silly feud between Meghan and Catherine. Apparently, Meghan is insisting on vegan Christmas crackers, although I heard she ate chicken with Michelle Obama. One has never quite understood why the Sussexes didn't just stay put at Kensington Palace. So much more convenient for Horrids. One had such a lovely time with the Cambridges in late summer when Catherine invited Margaret and I to attend a dinner with Prime Minister Johnson. One found the Prime Minister quite charming and certainly no more racist than Oswald Molesley. He rather reminded one of Margaret Thatcher, both magnificent orators, but neither terribly good with custard. The Prime Minister very kindly extended an invitation to join him for Christmas in Florida at Mar-a-Lago as guests of the Trumps. In fact, President Trump wanted to take me up the diplomatic channel. But as I explained, I'll be filming the next series of The Crown, in which I will be playing myself. I asked if Margaret could appear in the background, but apparently they felt the wooden leg would pull focus. So there we are. Whether, like me, you're spending Christmas surrounded by wonderful friends and family, enjoying delicious foie gras, fine champagne and a game of Kaplunk, or perhaps you're trapped in affordable housing, dribbling over your disco biscuits, teetering on the edge of a K-hole, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. May God bless you all.